Morning out west. It's super early. It's about 3 a.m., 5 a.m. my time. I got the other half of the UK Compact Sustainable Development Seminar to go through here. So, hosted by them, it's going to be an interesting day. Last session of yesterday was more interactive. They're warming up a little bit as they realize I'm not going away. Got another con. Didn't do well to get a whole pile of experts there. Only a few, but I got 3. I'm up to 3 now. I got another woman that I've put in with the Land Coalition. Really excellent group. Right up the alley of a lot of interests of Canadians. So slowly we're building up a good group of experts here. It takes time, but you're not going to win them all. It's tough. It's really tough. People have their agendas. But this is an urgent video I have to make now. I need it shared out. So you guys all ready for this? I've got my 1,000 signatures. Going to be releasing that list for everybody and going through the letter that's going to absolutely the ICC prosecutor, International Criminal Court. I'm going to be sending that out, but you're all going to see it before I do that. Nothing rushed through. It's going to go into exhibits, absolutely nailing Justin Trudeau, opposition leader Aaron O'Toole, for the province of Alberta, Jason Kenney, and opposition leader Rachel Notley. On freedom of movement versus them overstepping freedom of religion. They put Pastor James Coates in jail. They shut down religious freedom right across the board here. Nobody said nothing. They're the absolute crown authority. Justin Trudeau being the absolute crown authority. For the province of Alberta, Jason Kenney, Premier, zero constitution, absolute full autocratic power. Between Jason Kenney and Justin Trudeau, Lieutenant Governor and Governor General, they had the full authority to do what they did. They said it was no problem having massive immigration during COVID-19. Clearly, many exhibits outline the entire history of all the travel, all the international travel that came in, the absolute central push to put everybody into Alberta, utilizing through the UK all of the Hong Kong citizens who came right here to Alberta. They even got queue jumping, 200,000 brought to Canada. A mass portion of that to Alberta. Alberta has the highest numbers. It was done by none other than Justin Trudeau, Jason Kenney, with not a word from the absolute opposition leaders who had full authority and were in the governing position of power to say something, to stand against it. They chose not to. One of which is a lawyer, okay? 2 actually are lawyers. So it's pretty pathetic with everything they know, especially screaming health. And get this, everybody. They've already used the corporate media to throw Teresa Tam and Dr. HINSHAW, Dr. Tam and Dr. HINSHAW under the bus, saying it's all their fault. They didn't know any better. Woe is me. I'm just the one in charge of absolutely the ministry which appointed both Tam and HINSHAW to the positions they're at. Give me a break. You run an absolute autocracy, full authority. Justin Trudeau is the crown of Canada. That's what Prime Minister is in Canada. Queen Elizabeth II, no. This is what Canadians don't know, because our filthy politicians since 1952 stole that crown and continue in the name of using a little old lady in the UK who has had nothing to do officially in any capacity with Governor General, Lieutenant Governor, Privy Council, the entire Senate, all of it. So Auditor General by Governor General through Prime Minister, Lieutenant Governor through and with Premier, are absolutely going to use Auditor General to say, no, these are the sacrificial public sector workers. Do you think TAM was in charge of international travel or HINSHAW? Regardless, they're the face, they were put there. These are employees of that crown power. The absolute authority is Justin Trudeau and opposition leader Aaron O'Toole on federal. They're in charge of immigration. Premier Jason Kenney in Alberta mandated his 10,000 to rural Alberta. Opposition leader Rachel Notley, official in government, said not a word. This was all okay. Doesn't matter how many variants came through, how much COVID-19 was absolutely brought on airplanes, everybody. Number one source of COVID-19 and exactly where the COVID variants came from. Look at Hong Kong immigration and queue jumping. All the evidence is logged. They're going to now try to put it that if we put this letter through and the prosecution in the International Criminal Court that has full authority to haul them in and investigate, and should the UNSC pass it, the binding 5, they're subject to. Only court in the world you're subject to. Who's responsible? Absolutely, it's the politicians. They said Pastor James Coates is responsible. That's why they locked him away for all his time in jail. But the man never traveled anywhere. The man never traveled anywhere. They're already pumping out stories that, people at that church had contracted COVID earlier last year, blah, blah, blah. Whoa. All freedom of movement, that's where COVID came from. It didn't come from Canada. It came from China. That's the source, the Wuhan virus. And it was absolutely because of all international travel. And are you ready for this, Canadians? You had the most international travel per capita than anywhere else in the world. All the other nations, including those 5, shut down their international travel. Canada did not. There was essential travel, but nowhere to the extent that Canada participated in. I have 1 minute left. It's time to go. The letter's going to go on. We're not going after TAM or HINSHAW. No way. Public sector employees working for the system of absolutely Justin Trudeau, official opposition leader Aaron O'Toole. For the province of Alberta, Premier Jason Kenney, official opposition leader Rachel Notley. All 3 political parties, major political parties in Canada, major political parties of Alberta. Disgusting. We're going to see what's what. We're going to find out what the powers that be have to say. And should this be successful, I can tell you I'm already building this. And First Nations are coming forward all across Canada to join me in the next ICC, which is absolutely going to be the genocide against the First Peoples here in Canada. And we're going to go and we're going to make Canada settle the claims. That's what we're going to try to do. Fix this country once and for all. Cut all the crap for the official goals to get rid of that crown colonial power that was outlawed absolutely in 48, cemented in 52 by King George VI, but he died and our politicians picked up that crown power for themselves. And we're going to prove our case in the highest court in the world. That's the goal. We're going to make the system change. Goodbye, everybody. Share.